we're waiting on a couple more people to hop on the call, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Allecia Goins. I hail from Lincoln, North Carolina, but right now I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. And listen, 10 years ago, my life did not look the way that it look right now. So it is just an honor to be here tonight to give you this information. Again, I hope that you have an open mind and open heart tonight to hear tonight's information, because again, about a decade ago, I was a single mother struggling with 3 young children, working 2 jobs in healthcare, and just trying to make ends meet, okay? And someone invited me to a call just like you to get on a call like this, and listen, it transformed my entire life. Now, the funny thing about this is, in the midst of me getting this information, I was actually ended up losing that job and ended up homeless. So listen, I always take the opportunity, number one, to give God his glory whenever we talk about this, because listen, he came in my life in a very dark place, and I just thank God that he gave me the discernment to not turn down opportunity, okay? Because you never know when there's a ram in the bush, and I always say that Novae was my ram in the bush, okay? So I just honor God for that. And listen, I always love the opportunity when I'm invited to share this information, because listen, I know things can go on in your life, things can go on in your business and your finances, and maybe you're just in a situation that you need something better. That was me. So tonight is my opportunity to give you that information. So listen, let's get into it. And I am here to introduce you to Novae, the credit and money company, okay? Before I get into this information, again, as you're starting to hop on, please share this with someone, and also let us know where you're tuning in from. But again, before I get into this information, I really got to break down a couple of things, okay? Let's talk about the reality of what's going on out here, okay? Now, we have 1 in 3 consumers that have a score of less than 669, and that's a fair score, right? So let's just be honest, okay? We're talking about credit and money, but listen, credit and money is never going to go out of style, okay? And we're saying that because you need that fair score to get the things that you want out of life and to have a better financial future, okay? Now, the average credit score in underserved communities, okay? Major key here, underserved communities is 45 points less, okay, than other demographics. We've got about 50% of businesses that fail in their first 5 years due to the lack of access to capital. And I always say as well, I know this is lendingtree.com, but I always want to add to just the lack of education of how to access capital, okay? 2.5 million people seek debt counseling every year to avoid bankruptcy, okay? If there's any way that you can avoid bankruptcy, that's definitely, seeking some debt help is the way to go, okay? You definitely want to do that, all right? Only 39% of Americans have cash to pay for a $1,000 emergency without having to borrow money. Now listen, emergencies. Can we talk about emergencies for a second? Now, we live on the coast, okay? And on the coast, there's these things called hurricanes, all right? And I really learned a very valuable lesson of how important that is when a hurricane comes. Like, we're talking about food, we're talking about resources, we're talking about boarding up your windows, those types of things. And it is always discouraging to see, also in the underserved community, how many people can't just pack up and leave, or how many people can't do what they need to do to protect their homes, okay? So let's not even talk about hurricanes. Let's talk about flat tires. Let's talk about, something flying off of a truck and hitting your windshield. Do you have that money saved so that you can prepare for an emergency? Listen, if you don't, it's okay. Tonight you're going to have a solution, but listen, it's a major problem, and millions of people are struggling financially, okay? That's just a given, okay? But I got some good news. I didn't come into this just to be a Debbie Downer, okay? We got some good news. We have a solution, okay? So again, introducing to you the solution, Novae, the credit and money company. Now, we are a fintech company that provides greater access to credit and capital and entrepreneurship for the underserved communities nationwide. Keyword again, underserved, all right? So we focus on 2 main things here, of course, credit and money, all right? So credit building and debt help, as well as access to capital and entrepreneurship. So listen, tonight, again, as I stated, I hope that you have an open mind, because tonight you're probably going to hear something that's going to, help you be able to elevate in your finances as well. Before we get into that, though, we always want to talk about our leadership. That is very, very important. So meet our founder, president, and CEO, Mr. Rico McDaniel McCambry, okay? So this is just a brief success at a glance, okay? He's got a lot of success. So he just had an amazing announcement today All right, but again, this is just some brief success of his accolades. So, best-selling author of the book called The Plan. Listen, if you just go to Barnes and Nobles, go to Amazon, go ahead and get the book. The Father's Father. His wife also has an amazing book she just released as well called Imperfectly Perfect. Okay, so you definitely want to get these books because listen, they are really going to elevate. These are even books that you can give to your children as well. Okay. Now he got a 4.0 GPA, one of the nation's top MBA programs, #1 business honor society in the world, which is Beta Gamma Sigma. And for those of you that don't know what that is, that means he's rubbing shoulders with some of the top CEOs across the world. All right. Forbes Business Council member, Forbes.com industry expert, global platform contributor, which means he writes for Forbes. Elected into Marque's Who's Who in America in Business and Finance in 2021, National Small Business Association Leadership Council member. He's also honored with his own day in his hometown, McDonough, Georgia. 2021 is when that got set in place. The 2022 Bank Customer Experience Summit Innovator of the Year Award. Okay, that is a mouthful, but listen, that is very, very important. In 2022, the Money 2.0 Outstanding Leadership Award. He was a graduate of the last decade at Coles College of Business at Kennesaw State University. And listen, let's talk about Novae, okay? So this is his baby, all right? Him and his wife's baby, but this is his baby. But Novae made Inc. 5000, the Inc. 5000 list, which is the fastest growing companies in America in not only 2021 when the pandemic hit, okay? Keyword there, 2022 and 2023. So that means a whole lot, okay? So that's our leadership. And listen, his vision here with this company is just absolutely amazing. So listen, tonight we're going to enlighten you on some things that can help you. So let's talk about this credit solution #1, because again, we focus on two things, credit and money. And right now we're going to talk about credit solution #1, because listen, again, as I stated in the beginning of this call, credit and money is never going to go out of style. Okay, and we got a little bit of fintech. That means we're really not going out of style because fintech is the new wave. All right, so when we talk about credit solutions, everyone needs a better credit score, okay, for numerous reasons. Whether you're wanting to go into entrepreneurship, whether you just want to be able to get personal loans, whether you want to become a homeowner, all these different things, you need a better reliable vehicle. Like, credit matters. Okay, so we have two different solutions for you to help you get that solution. Okay, so the first one is my Novae Disputes Manager, and the second one is our referral partner, Credit Likes. Now listen, you're probably wondering, why do we have two different options here? Because listen, we know some people are extremely busy, and we know some people need a more affordable option. Okay, so with my Novae Disputes, listen, it is absolutely phenomenal. And there's this thing going around called AI, right? So it uses AI technology to help detect patterns and also detect different things that are not going to be able to be seen with the naked eye. Okay, so that's my Novae Disputes, and it's a little bit more affordable. $139 one time, and then $49 monthly. Okay, now don't get discouraged. I know those of you that are on the line can't see this, but those that are on the webinar can actually see this. But listen, it has easy to use point and click software. Okay, you just click, put your information there, print your letters out, put them in envelopes, and listen, put them in the mail. And we're not talking to go and get certified letters or send in the line or documenting if they, all that certification stuff. No, we're just talking about putting them in the mailbox. Okay, you mail your own disputes, and listen, it saves you money and it saves you a little bit of time. Okay, now for our referral partner, Credit Likes, this is for the individuals that may be a little bit more busy, or maybe they just don't want to be hands-on at all, and this would be what you want to go with. Okay, so monthly disputes generated for you. We have a 6-month risk-free guarantee. You get a full refund if you get no results. Okay, the disputes are mailed for you, so here you save time. Now this one's just a little bit more expensive, but listen, it is still affordable. Okay, and especially with what the results are going to be able to do for you in your finances. Okay, so $239 one time, and then $89 a month. Now another aspect of credit that we also focus on is Novae Business Credit. So when we talk about the Novae the Business Credit Finance Suite, that's for our business owners, because we know that every small business is a big business, and those big businesses that you walk into, listen, they're using business credit, so why aren't you? All right, so with our Novae Business Credit Finance Suite, you're going to get business credit advisors that are going to walk you through how to set up your company properly. Okay, a lot of companies are not running the right way, and we want to make sure that you're able to do that. You're going to be able to structure that business. You're going to be able to get 1 year of the My Novae Disputes Managers, which is that AI software, and you're also going to be able to separate your personal your personal credit from your business credit. There are so many business owners that are not doing that correctly. And again, that is something that we want to make sure that we're able to help you do so you can keep your doors open, so you can build a long lasting legacy, and so you can grow and expand. Now, there's also a $50,000 funding guarantee. Let me just give a disclaimer there. It depends on how you move up through the tiers and the different types of loans and things that you get as you go through the program and how the advisors advise you. Okay, so disclaimer there. But again, the Novae Business Credit Finance Suite is $24.95 one time, and there are payment plans. Okay, so don't think you have to pay that all at one time. We do have payment plans, and listen, it is worth the investment. How do I know? Because I am a witness. All right, now all of these include free credit monitoring, and that is very important because listen, identity theft is still the number one crime in America. Okay, it's still happening. You're also getting an online budgeting tool, monthly 3 bureau reports, utilization manager, identity theft protection, a privacy scanner, and fraud insurance up to $1 million. Okay. So let's talk about credit solution number 2. So listen, if you are a business owner or a consumer, this is something that's very, very important, especially if you're going to be going into home ownership. There are individuals, or maybe you're that individual, or maybe you know an individual out there that has debt issues, okay? I know debt is not a fun thing to talk about. It's a very stressful thing to talk about. But what's even more stressful is not having a solution. So I'm super excited that we have a solution for not only consumers, for business owners as well. I think this would have been an absolute lifesaver for so many businesses during the pandemic. Okay, so introducing Novae Debt Help as well as Novae Business Debt Help. Now with Novae Debt Help, with this one, there is a minimum unsecured debt of 12.5. Okay, so 12,500. Okay. Now, that would be, honestly, when you look at that number and you're just like, wow, that's a lot of debt. Listen, it's happening because if you look at the consumer debt right now, we're talking about we're in the trillions, especially after what happened with pandemic. Everyone got swipe happy, right? A lot of things happened. And listen, some people got in over their head. There was a lot of the stimulus money that was flowing around, right? So they were out here buying things, thought it was free money, out here doing whatever, right? But then got into some situations. And then there are some people that got in situations that were out of their control. And now they don't know how to get out of those. But again, this is why I'm so excited about Debt Help, because what this does is it gives you a one low payment that reduces your current payments up to like 50%. Okay. So on top of that, you're talking about 6 months. Remember I talked about bankruptcy at the beginning, that being one of the major problems. This is another alternative, okay? So after 6 months, you're going to qualify to pay off all the enrolled accounts. Now, this is not a training tonight, but for those of you that are maybe considering it, about maybe I need to check on it. Listen, if you have certain accounts you don't want to enter into that, you don't have to, but you just have to make sure that your minimum unsecured debt is up to 12.5. You definitely don't want any debt to income ratios issues later, especially when you go into commercial properties or real estate, are going to be a homeowner. You don't want those issues. But listen, what's more important is your health. What's more important is your mental health. And that's where business debt help and Novae debt help comes into play. Okay, so let us help you. All right, now with Novae business debt help, the minimum debt here is $15K, okay? It reduces your payments up to 90%, and the payments are reduced to less than 2% of what you owe, okay? We have short-term debt converted into longer-term payments, and also you can get back to focusing on business, okay? So business owners, if you're out there, listen, we know, okay, I'm a serial entrepreneur now, okay, so I get it, okay? You do not want to be worried about your debts, okay? You want to be able to, bounce back and expand your business. So you're going to be able to finally achieve that financial peace of mind. All right, so let's talk about money solution number 3. Now we're crossing over into the money, okay? So, comment money so I know y'all are out there. Put money in the comments, okay? So let's talk about access to capital. Like I talked about early, so many individuals, closed their doors because they didn't have access to capital, and also they didn't have the education on how to build capital. Listen, we're going to give you the education, we're going to give you the access to build it as well. So when we're talking about that, personal loans, business funding, and Novae financing, okay? So with our personal loans, we have several different ways for you to get funded there, from unsecured term loans to also debt consolidation loans, and also auto and student loan financing. I think that is a major key, because there are so many people that go ahead and get the automobile, right? Or they're drowning in student loans, right? Because they needed the education or they needed the vehicle to, do what you had to do, right? So this is why that's very important. And again, with us helping with credit and money, we're going to be able to help you reduce a lot of this when you do the refinancing, okay? Especially if you seek some of our services. So get back to whoever invited you tonight, and you're going to be able to talk about that, okay? All right, any large purchase up to $250K, we can help you with as well. Now, when we talk about business funding, and this is one of the most exciting ones, okay? Startup business loans and credit lines, SBA and traditional term loans, and also commercial investor real estate, okay? We're going to be able to help you with that, and it's up to $100 million that is available. Now, Novae financing, it is the new way to get financing. And listen, I think that this is an absolute blessing to not only a consumer, but also a business owner. Okay, so business owners out there, you may have high ticket items, or you may have items that maybe your clients or your demographic can't quite afford, right? But you know that they need it, right? So with Novae Finance, and what this does is actually give your client and your consumers or your customers an option to, have some payment plans, right? But listen, you get your money up front, okay? So you don't have to worry about if they default. You don't have to worry about if they don't pay. You're getting your money up front. And I think that is a godsend, okay? So when you add in-house financing to your business, it's going to bless your business, okay? And it's also going to help you have more long-term customers as well. You can finance from $500,000 to $250,000. And for you to see if you get qualified for this, there is a soft pull, so it does not hurt your credit score to see if you qualify. This is also going to help you increase your sales up to 20 to 30%. Now, we also have government grants. Get back to whoever got you on here if you're interested in that, especially if you're a nonprofit, okay? And we have an award-winning search engine as well, okay? Now, here's one of my favorite parts, entrepreneurship. Like I told you when you got on the call, and I know some people are just now hopping on, but listen, when I started this business, I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship. All I knew was about healthcare, but listen, entrepreneurship has changed my life. Entrepreneurship met me in homelessness, okay? And again, I just thank God for entrepreneurship because listen, I think we're all put here on earth to be that, okay? So listen, if you're on here tonight, you know someone that has started a business, or you're wanting to start a business, or maybe, you just want that opportunity to get out there, this is how you start, okay? So again, when I started this industry, I was a single mother with 3 children, working 2 jobs, right? And didn't know a lick about entrepreneurship, okay? But I knew I always had it in me. I knew I always wanted to go to culinary school. I always knew I wanted to be a chef. But listen, this was one of those open doors, and now I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm now a retired chef, but this opened the door for me, okay? Because I was able to go out here and do what it is I thought God put me here to do, right? I was able to do that thing I would do for free. One of my mentors said, what is that one thing you'll do for free? That's what your purpose is. I was able to accomplish that and do that, okay? So listen, what are your goals, okay? So with this money solution number 4, we're going to be able to help you start that journey of entrepreneurship in a couple of different ways, okay? Now, we do have free business registration as well as the EIN setup, and get this, sales tax permits and trademarks as well as your business license. Listen, it's like a one-stop shop. It is absolutely beautiful, okay? Not only that, if you were paying attention, like once you start your business, okay, well now I can get some business credit. Okay, well now I can get some business funding, okay? So we're talking about legacy here. We're talking about ripple effects here. So listen, I hope you're getting excited about hearing this information because listen, Novae's got it, okay? When we're talking about support, when it comes to your business, tax preparation and bookkeeping. All right. So many business owners leave so much money on the table because they think that they're going to owe, right? We got a solution for that. So many other consumers leave money on the table because they think they're not getting anything back. We got a solution for that. Website, logos and branding, inspirational media, entrepreneur apparel. Listen, will and trust estates. Okay. I wish I had all night to talk about that and how important that is. But listen, we do that too, okay? Now, there are other ways to join us as well that we're getting ready to get into in just a moment, but we have a Novae affiliate program, which is affiliate program, a co-brand program, and a white label program, okay? So let's get into it, all right? So we got a couple of testimonials. Listen, we don't have time to go through them all right now, but listen, just go to novaereviews.com and you're going to be able to see that information and read some of those reviews. So let's get into a couple of testimonials, okay? You heard briefly a little bit about what's going on with me, right? But listen to some of these highlights here. So Miss Kim Connor, she's a regional consultant out of out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, and she was able to save her home from foreclosure because of this opportunity. Mr. Wilfred Osorio, he's a sales director. Listen, he was already in insurance, but he's seen how this opportunity could help some of his clients. He got started. Mr. Earl Fanbro is a senior consultant out of North Carolina, originally from New York. All right. And listen, he became an affiliate 6 months later. He became a homeowner. All right. Miss Keisha Palmer, she is a six-figure international real estate agent out of Atlanta, Georgia. Listen, and she's a senior sales director as well. Listen, she already is making big bucks, okay? But listen, she looked at this and she realized how this is going to be able to help her close more deals, earn additional income, and help her clients as well. Mr. Jamal Flono, he's a sales director out of Georgia. And also, listen, when he got started with this, after 7 months of helping people, he was able to come off of his job. And a job that, and you can hear, you may hear from him before or soon, but listen, a job that really didn't care about the people. So he has an interesting story, but again, he was able to come off of the job, and listen, he is one of the most servant leaders you will ever meet. All right. Miss Noska Soto out of Texas. She's absolutely phenomenal. She's a national consultant. Listen, she started with no experience, and 7 months later, she's doing this business full time. And listen, she's doing amazing. One of our award-winning national consultants. Okay. All right, so listen, let's talk about this really quickly, because while we're talking about entrepreneurship and this other solution, again, this opens the door of opportunity for you. So let's talk about affiliate marketing and it being the new era of entrepreneurship. Now, before you're just like, okay, no, this is not for me. This is one of those things. It's absolutely not one of those things, okay? But listen, I want you to understand, and I say this all the time, that you've been an affiliate marketer your entire life. You are still an affiliate marketer. Anytime someone asks you where you got this or where you got that or where you saw that movie from or whatever you posted on social media, when they're asking you questions, you're just referring, right? You're referring them to wherever you got it. And that's the same thing here. But listen, this is big business here, okay? This is grown-up business here, is like I like to say. Instead of it being, the gummy bears when we were younger, or the wrapping paper, or the, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, right, that we did when we were little. That's how young we started out in affiliate marketing, right? This is things that actually matter. So we're just like companies like Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy that pay millions of dollars in commissions. But listen to this. When we're talking about those companies, we're talking about a few cents to a dollar because of the number of affiliates that they actually have. But Novae pays you up to thousands per dollars per sale. So if you know at least 5 people, the things that we just talked about, if you know at least 5 people that could have benefited from any of those services, including yourself, okay, then that means this is for you, okay? You're going to be able to earn money by referring people to a website. You can set your own hours. You can work from absolutely anywhere. And there's so many ways to get paid, all right? So you can start as an affiliate and then you can become a consultant. And I promise you, once you get started and you see the blessing that you're going to be on other people, you're definitely going to climb up the ranks and become a consultant. All right. So let's give some couple of examples here. So we have very aggressive retail commissions. We're going to get into those in just a second, but we're talking about retail commissions. Let's talk about credit likes. Remember, that is a service, a referral partner that actually does things for you. Okay. So it saves you a little bit of time, right? So let's say you help 5 individuals. Let's say one's a single mom and she wants to, start home ownership, and one's a business owner, right? He needs better credit so that he can get a loan, a business loan. Or one is, the car is about to go out. They don't want to do the buy here lemon lot, right? And they want to actually build their credit so that they can get an actual new vehicle. It's always been a dream to get a brand new Tahoe. I'm just throwing some things out there. You help these individuals, okay? I'm painting a picture for you. You help those individuals. Listen, each of those individuals, that is a $100 commission, okay? So $500. And then on top of that, once you become an affiliate, when you get 5 individuals on one of these services, and they do vary, 5 and free waives your monthly fee, okay? So we're talking 5 credit customers and boom, you have broke even and you have a free business, okay? Let's do some more examples here. So on average, you earn about $250 per debt help client, all right? $500 per business credit referral, and for the co-brand program up to $900, and for the white label program up to $3,000. Now for those programs, please get back to whoever invited you. They can kind of break those down a little bit more, but listen, they're very lucrative programs. But I do want to say the co-brand programs for those that are already maybe in the industry, or maybe you want to keep your brand on it, right? Maybe you don't want to completely brand Novae, then you can do the co-brand and add your brand on it. Now, white label program and I'm a white label program myself and the white label partner myself with that one, that is completely your brand and you just pay Novae a small fee. Okay, so listen, it's a win-win situation. Now, one of my favorite examples here, and I skipped over it for a moment, but one of my favorite examples here is business funding, because business funding is very confidential. Okay, but listen, we know you have individuals and business partners out there that need business funding. All you can do is send them a link, and when you send them this link and they put their information in, you may be able to follow up with them and see how things went. But just imagine sending someone a link for them to apply for business funding. They apply, they get $500,000 in funding, and then you get a commission of $20,000 just for referring them, just for opening your mouth and being word of mouth. Okay, that's still in style. Okay, just word of mouth and giving them a link. Listen, that is just one of many ways that you can get paid here with Novae. All right. Now, with our affiliate referral commissions and customer acquisition bonuses, listen, you can earn income from each affiliate that you have on your team. So if you decide, hey, I like this, I found some like-minded people, and we can really do this. Listen, just look at those different ways that you can earn more money. Okay, so up to $100 per affiliate, goes all the way up to $600 per affiliate. So that means if someone joins your team, that could be how much you can make from them joining your team. Okay, listen, to somebody, they're already crunching numbers. Somebody is a numbers person on here and they're already crunching numbers. Now, on top of that, your bonuses are paid weekly and to unlimited levels. That means the more you expand, the more money you're going to be able to make. Okay, so I know those of you that are on the conference call line can't see this very lucrative chart, but let me just say that it gets very, very invasive. Okay, so with our residual income potential, if you help 3 affiliates get 2 customers and then you just help them do the same, right? Because you don't want to overthink this, right? Listen, you're going to start making some amazing money. We're talking right now total income potential, just for an example, with 3 affiliates, $350 income potential. Okay, so disclaimer, let me just go ahead and say it depends on how much you want to serve, how many people you serve, and just your passion here. Okay, so up to $1,700, and we're talking about 9 new affiliates, and it goes so forth and so on. Okay, so again, you're going to be able to do this. On top of that, you can qualify up to $3,000 for a monthly car and mortgage payment. So how would you like to have your car payment, your mortgage payment paid on Novae? It's people getting it done right now. Okay, remember I said this is changing lives all across the nation. It is happening. Now, if you're thinking, how do I learn how to do this? Remember I told you I came in here, I was in nursing, I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship, I didn't know anything about this industry, but now I'm literally rubbing shoulders with 6 and 7 figure earners. Okay, listen, I mean, being trained by them, mentored by them, surrounded by them, a network of them. And listen, there is something called, your network is your net worth, and definitely it rubs off. Okay, so you're going to be able to do that with a network and train with those 6 and 7 figure earners as well. We have bilingual events, we have yacht parties and lifestyle events. We're actually having one coming up in June of this year, so get started so you can come as well. We have leadership competitions and monthly cash prizes, quarterly online trainings, a live customer service and support. So yes, we have a real office in Conyers, Georgia, and you need to learn as you earn. And on top of that, we have a complete learning system. Okay, you get to learn at your own pace. It's kind of like college, kind of like Blackboard, right? You get to learn at your own pace. We have short videos and simple scripts. And listen, you're going to become a true professional because you're really going to love it here. All right. So let's talk about how you get started. So we have 2 different ways for you to actually get started with this and to make an investment on yourself so that you can get all these things that we talked about tonight and be able to get access to these and start to serve and help other people, not only yourself, but other people. So we have 2 different options. Our affiliate basic, which is actually our direct sales. So that means, hey, I love all this, but I don't want to build a team, right? I love this. I can do this. I can get people started with this. I can share this information. I know someone that needs it. Then affiliate basic is for you. Okay, so that's $199 to get started, and then $49 a month. All right, now with this, you're also going to get some member discounts, cashback, travel and shopping, the Novae Money website. Remember we said you can earn money by referring people to your website, ongoing financial education so that you can even spread this knowledge. All right, Novae Learn, live training, marketing tools, and business credit training. All right. Now with this, the payouts are up to $3,000 per customer, and it's personal sales only. Now for that individual that says, hey, wait a minute, I know a lot of people that would get started with this, then you definitely want to go pro. So go ahead and drop go pro in the comments. Okay. You definitely want to go pro. And listen, when you go pro, you're going to be able to not only build a team, right? Make a little bit more money. But listen, you're getting that credit software, okay? So it's $349 to get started, $99 a month. You're going to get everything that we just talked about in the basic, but you're also going to get that Novae credit monitoring and Novae dispute. So listen, you're going to start to get yourself in order so that you can not only, get to a better financial future, but listen, you become that homeowner. You can get that new car, right? You can cross over and become a serial entrepreneur and get that business funding and get that personal funding. Listen, I hope you are excited because listen, I'm telling you, people are doing it every day. Now, the payouts with this is up to $3,000 per customer and up to $600 for qualified affiliates. You also are going to be able to qualify for those team overrides. And it's also rank based, okay? That means you're getting a monthly residual on the 15th, okay? Our bills are linear, but this money is residual, okay? You're also going to be able to qualify for that luxury car and mortgage program as well once you get to that qualification. And just a reminder, 5 and free waives your monthly free. Again, you're going to be, your monthly fee. So again, you're going to be able to get a free business, okay? It's a tax write-off. Everything you do, traveling, talking about your business. I mean, I can go. We just need a whole tax deduction training. But listen, your entire life becomes a tax write-off when you get started with this amazing company. And very, very important here. This really got put in place, and I'm so excited about this. And I cannot wait to see Novae Care spread all across the nation. But we also have a nonprofit, and a portion of all of these enrollments goes to supporting families in schools and underserved communities. Something very, very special that has been going on lately. We're talking about back to school drives, haircuts, hair braiding, at Christmas time, like they say, Christmas in July, going and giving Christmas presents to the elderly, okay, paying off school lunches. These are just some certain things that our CEO and our amazing CEO have been able to do because of Novae Cares. That's absolutely phenomenal, okay? So again, this is just something to give back to the community because the underserved, that's who we need to love on. That's who we need to be giving access to these different things so that they can live the lifestyle they deserve, because listen, they deserve it. And it's not that they don't want to, it's just because they are underserved, and you can become one of those individuals to be a servant, okay? All right, so listen, it's 3 people here tonight. Someone's not interested, and listen, if you're not interested, we thank you so much for your time tonight. But listen, if you are satisfied with your financial situation, please share this information with your community, because even if you don't need it, there's someone out there that needs it. You're interested, but you have some questions, and that is you. Put number 2 in the comments, or either text number 2 to whoever invited you here tonight so you can get your question answered. And number 3 said, listen, Allie, I'm ready to get started, okay? And if that is you, go ahead and text 3 in the comments, or text it to whoever got you started tonight. And listen, they got a bonus for you tonight, because listen, you're in luck, because if you get started, go ahead and ask them about that free vacation, okay? So you can celebrate your new journey to entrepreneurship. So go ahead and text that right now. And listen, thank you so much. We're going to be back next Monday, but thank you so much, and have a great rest of your evening. And welcome to Novae, the financial future that you deserve. Be blessed, everyone.